Hey, WheelSnipeSelly here. Welcome back. It is Monday, May 22nd, 2023. And you can see here the daily. So we traded down into the daily fair value gap here. We kind of opened up lower. We kind of touched into that. And I'm still bullish, kind of coming into today. So I was mainly looking for longs. Let's just expand this out. Let's look at the 1 hour. So there was a price action was consolidating today. We didn't have any news events, so that's kind of what I was expecting. So I mean, we kind of grinded higher, kind of came back into the range quite a bit. We'll get down to a lower time frame, but there were no high impact news events today. Let's go down to a 15-minute. So kind of coming into the day looking, we have our new week opening gap here. So we opened Sunday, traded, here's midnight opening price. And I'm noting here our opening range gap, these orange lines. And we kind of came in, I had right around 9. So I'm waiting to kind of take a trade until right around 9 or 10 Eastern. So I'm kind of looking in this area at this time. So I had our sell side and buy side noted. So we took out buy side. We traded up into this H1 fair value gap, and we basically rejected. Then we came down and took out sell side. So once we took out sell side, we didn't have a candle body like it. We weren't able to close below this. We traded down into the new week opening gap, and we traded down into the consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap. So let me go down to the 5-minute. So I really like this 5-minute view here. So we kind of came down, and I'll get down into a lower time frame. But so we came up, we filled the H1 fair value gap. We rejected. We took out the basically the 9:30 opening. We took out the sell side here, and then we basically stopped dead in the tracks right at the consequent encroachment of the new week opening gap. So I was basically looking at this. So I was watching as this played out. So looking here, I was looking for longs, but I didn't. I wasn't able to find an entry in here. So I waited for this to come up. We can see here we filled in this fair value gap. So looking here, we had a market structure shift. We traded up into a fair value gap. So this definitely could have been a short in the morning session. But like I said, I was looking for longs, so I didn't end up messing with this. But this could have been an acceptable trade. Easy 5 handles if I'll kind of just do a short here. So let's just say we shorted right here, stop right here. So this could have yielded a nice move. But like I said, I wasn't looking for shorts today. So we traded back up into here. This was that initial resistance from what I was seeing. And we had, once we kind of came up here and we started moving lower, it wasn't like a huge push down. We kind of filled this in, and then I started to note the relative equal highs here. So I wanted to see this buy side taken. So we came down, and let me go back to the 15-minute real quick. So on the 15-minute, sorry, let's go back over. So on the 15-minute, I'm just gonna remove that real quick. I'll get to that here in a second. So the 15-minute wick, I took the consequent encroachment, so the halfway point of this wick. So wicks are gaps according to ICT. So 41, 98, 75. And we came down and we touched the consequent encroachment, and then we rejected off. So once I saw that, I was looking to take out buy side. So I was already looking for longs. I didn't want to try to enter right here just because I wasn't sure if this was going to keep, if this is going to continue to fully fill in this new week opening gap or not. So I was just kind of waiting for a little bit of confirmation on that. So this is our consequent encroachment of the M15. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So as I had this noted, you'll see me kind of note this in the live trade, recording. So we have, I think I was looking at the 30-second. So once we came down here, we just tapped into this fair value gap here. I'll outline this real quick. So we just tapped into here. We tapped the new week opening gap again, consequent encroachment of the M15 wick, 3 down candles, broke it, changed in the state of delivery. We came down. I didn't take this entry here. That could have been one. I was still waiting. So we came up. So market structure shift. We had another one here. If you wanted to use this, this is a little bit more safer of a market structure shift if you were to get caught offside. So and then basically I entered on this 1 minute fair value gap, basically institutional order flow entry drill, and just took 5 1/4 point. And it was good because I was expecting this day to be pretty rangy, choppy. So I just wanted to get 5 handles to get out. That's what I did. So let's go back to the 1 minute. So you can see here, I was looking at buy side. I think I got out. I didn't take that full swing high. I just took the 5 1/4 and was happy with it. So that was the trade. I was looking for other trades throughout the day, but you can see we kind of consolidated back and forth. I was watching this move right here, so I was waiting to take out for this to drop back down. It didn't really give me, unless you bought the sell stops here, unless you bought this, there really wasn't a good entry. So unless you bought these sell stops here from lunch, taking out the lunch lows to go higher. Like I said, I was overall bullish. I didn't really want to take it. I had already had my trade for the day, and I didn't really like how price was trading. So I wasn't really, once there was this move, it just kind of puttered around. So I didn't really like the price action after that one trade that I took, which, this was a really quick move compared to, if you were trying to get back in. You definitely could have, this could have been another re-entry here to go for the buy side. But you can see it doesn't really push through, stops short, doesn't push through, and then finally it takes off. I was looking at 2 o'clock to see some quick movement, and it wasn't really given anything. So it did grind higher. It took out buy side here, and we filled in this fair value gap here, and then rejected lower. So yeah, I'm sure some of you guys found some trades today, but I just got my 5 handles, and I was definitely watching. I was watching price action for today, but that was basically the trade. And yeah, we will go into the trade review. All right, so here we are. It's right around, it's the 10. So I ended up playing the 1050 to 1110 macro, which I took those lines off on the review, and I forgot to put them back on. But anyways, I was playing this 20-minute time frame. I was looking for a trade. Like I said, we traded down into that M15 consequent encroachment of the wick, and we basically traded up through this fair value gap. So like I said, I'm going long here. I have my buy side noted. We entered right here, institutional order flow entry drill on this 1 minute fair value gap, noting the market structure shift, and you can see targeting higher prices. There's the other micro market structure shift if you wanted to take a quick entry like that. But this is between that 1050 to 1110 macro time frame, and so we're getting some positive price action here. I think I only took like half of a handle drawdown here. So I'm going to end up moving my stop up a little bit here once we get a little bit closer. So this did deliver relatively quick compared to the day, but it still could have been a little bit quicker on the actual delivery side. So you can see how it's just kind of slowly kind of grinding, going up some, giving some back. We're not seeing these big green candles. So we get one right here, which is good. And like I said, today, no news. There's a lot of news events this week. So I wasn't looking for anything other than 5 1/4 handle on here. So at this point, just kind of waiting. I did move my stop up. There we go. We're tagged out. So just grabbing the screenshot here. And yeah, that's the trade. And we will go into the TopStep dashboard. All right, here we are, TopStep dashboard. We're at 1460 and 96 cents out of the 3,000, so we're right about halfway. We are at a new account equity high for the TopStep challenge, so I think that's pretty cool. Hopefully, we'll keep this trend going. If you guys want to try TopStep, I have a link in my video description. Give you a 30% off your first month. So you guys can. There's even a free trial if you want to try it out with TradingView, kind of see how it works. I think it's a really cool option. Let's go to. I wanted to show you guys. So this challenge is taking me a while, but ICT has said that these past 4 or 5 weeks, it's just been pretty shitty price action, and so here's basically the start. Here's the previous equity high, 51,393, and we're currently at 51,460. So we just hit a new equity high, and hopefully we'll kind of keep this going here. But I think if I were to start another TopStep challenge, I'd kind of wait for if we were in a consolidation, I'd kind of wait until we got out of that before I started it. So that's another thing, and also not starting it around FOMC week, so like the second week of the month. So just some thoughts there. So here we go. Here's the one trade for today, 6 minutes, 257.92. So that's just 5 1/4 handle minus the contract fee. So there's that. Let's go to the trade log. Here's our one entry for today. Took the trade at 11:01. ES long, AM session, displacement, fair value gap, institutional order flow intraday, 30-second. Sell stops taken, 10:50 to 11:10 macro. A setup for me, 0.5 handle drawdown, and let's go to our calendar here. You can see. So, like I said, I haven't really been taking too many trades just because the current state of how that market's been. But here we are, Monday, 22nd. I want to keep pushing, even though this week there's some high impact news. I'm just gonna try to stick to five handle moves. Here's the original screenshot that I took. So we took out sell side, traded down into the M15 wick. This could have been an entry here. It would have been early, but I entered here, exit here, 5 1/4 handle. Like I said, economic news calendar. Let's hit refresh just to make sure. So no news today. So we were expecting consolidation, and that's exactly what it did. So PMI 9:45 tomorrow. New home sales at 10. FOMC minutes on Wednesday. We have GDP, jobless claims, so Thursday is going to be a big one. I'm anticipating the majority of the movement for this week is going to be the back half of the week. So If you are getting into trades, just we're in scalping territory right now. So yeah, thanks for watching, and we will check back in the next time we take a trade. Thanks.